And Stingray's got just a freshly mown arena waiting for her.
Yeah, she does. This could be good. You know, Sherry's averaged 13.77 100ths on every run. Right now, that's on track to be a record here. Jill Moody has it at 13.82. So Sherry gets around the first barrel. Look at the speed. Look at the forward motion. I love this little mare, Stingray. Come on. It is going to be fast. 13.71. Great start again for Sherry Service. She's placed in every round.
Yeah, and you got to think she's going to be 8 for 8 when this round's over with. Mary Walker's found her mojo as of late. And then Taylor Jacob, who's third right now, she's won a lot of money so far. Tula Churchill, Valentine, Nebraska, 15th in the world, 13th in the average, and down comes barrel number 2.
Yeah, Trula just came out a little low off that first turn. I thought she could get Worm back up there and reposition him, but couldn't get it done. She picks up 5 seconds. That's too bad. That cost her taking the lead in this round. 13.60 would have been her time. You got to add 5 seconds to it.
Sydney Blanchard next to go. A little wide off barrel number 1. Right back at barrel number 2.
Trying to correct that mistake on the first barrel. She gets a clean time or clean run. The time, 14.21 though. She just cannot get things ironed out. A good clean run would really help.
Shadow Brazil's been very good. 4th in the average. Won a little over 6,000. She's been rock solid. You know, Trevor Brazil, who's really on a roll, says he doesn't want to see it on a TV screen. He has to get where he can watch that run live.
Keep those barrels up, Shadow, because she is one of 4 ladies that have clean runs all the way through. She's 4th in the average, 13.80. I mean, her week has just got faster and faster. There's Trevor right there. I mean, it's as hard on him watching her as it is competing, I'm sure.
Yeah, 4th place in the average, almost $23,000. Gene Winters next to go. Everybody trying to catch Sherry Serby, and I'm not talking about just in this go-around, in the World Championship race and the average race as well.
All right, Gene Winters. She's been having a little trouble. This little horse gets really tight. I mean, smokes around those barrels. Keep it up, Gene. All right. Now let's get a check in this go-around. Hustles out, 14 and 17 100ths right now. That is in 3rd place. Boy, that's as close as you want to get. Look at that barrel rock. Doesn't matter if you rock one, you got to tip them over to get the penalty.
Oklahoma Cowgirl and Jane Melby made $6,000. 10th in the average. If it's going to happen for her, it's got to be in that go-round money.
Well, this looks good. 2 good turns. And 3 good turns. Now, she can just get out of there. Lots of speed. 13.77. So Jane Melby moves now right up into 2nd place with that run.
I don't want that job in the alley helping them slow down.
Yeah, you be the waiver in the alley next year.
No way. Lisa Lockhart next to go. Number 2 in the average. Won almost $35,000.
Oh, Lisa. Louis hit that first barrel with his hip coming out of it. Picks up 5 seconds. So that drops her out of the average now, and she is so disappointed. 13.84. Looked like she was clear around it, but you can see he just came back over the top of it right there. She lifted her leg up, but could not squeak by it. 5 seconds added to her time.
Boy, that really hurt. She's been good. She won round 5 with a time of 13.72. Here comes Taylor Jacob. And here, Boyd Paul Heeman. She's won 4 out of 7 rounds.
Oh, boy.
Oh, down comes the barrel.
Yeah, you know, she was close on her first barrel. Had to lift her leg up to get around it. Watch the clock. She's just going to lope out of there and be at 13.73. That's ridiculous how this horse is so fast.
She was 6th in the average. That's a check for almost 12 grand. Might have been a difference in that World Championship race.
The position out of the first barrel is really what got her. You know, that horse came out real straight, and she had to get in position to try to get the second one. So, Kaylee Bass now has a chance to move up in the average. She's 3rd, and she's just been rock solid. Cowboy, I mean, this horse looks like he will never hit a barrel. Get in and out of it. Hey, this looks fast, dude. She has a chance to get up into this go-around. And she does, 14 and 1/100. Let's put her in there at 4th place right now.
Gonna move to number 2 in the average race. Shadow Brazil moves up to number 3. Sherry Serby still number 1. Rennie Posey's won $18,930. Now horse injuries have really set her back and kind of put her behind the 8 ball at this year's Wrangler NFR.
Well, this looks good. You know, 2 nights ago she placed on Superfly. Had a little trouble the last 2 nights, but it's good again tonight. 14 and 9/100. They put her in the top 6.
Sabrina Ketchum next to go. So look at that leaderboard. Sherry Serby, first cowgirl out. She's on top, 1371.
A little out of position off her first turn. Good second barrel, though, for Sabrina Anuno. And just could not get to that pocket in the third. On the third barrel, so 5 seconds comes in tonight for Sabrina Ketchum. Boy, you know, just shoulders into it. And a lot of it is position. I thought coming out of the second barrel, she was right where she needed to be.
Alan Taylor, hard into barrel number 1.
Little slip, and then knocks the second barrel down. That slip cost her. Coming out of that first barrel in good position, so a 5-second penalty. A lot of barrels are being hit tonight. As I said, as we get into the later go-arounds, these horses, they get to anticipate. Look at that right there. That's tough. And then it's tough to pick your horse up and get him ready into position to make that second barrel. You only have about 4 strides across the arena. He's making sure right now Baby Flow's okay.
Christy Laughlin with a chance to move up in the average race if she can leave all the barrels up. A little kiss on barrel number
Christy.
2.
Good.
Get it.
It's clean. And a pretty soft go-around compared to what we've seen in the past. Good for Christy. She's going to move into the top 4 with that run. Great run.
2 cowgirls still remain. Michelle McLeod, then Mary Walker. McLeod's 4th in the world, 8th in the average.
Rides up there on slick. Steps into the alley, and it is full bore into the arena. Good turn. Lots of drive. Lots of snap off it. 2 good turns. A little bit of a stumble right there, though. That's probably going to slow her time down a hair. And in hundredths of a second, a hair means a lot of time. Is it? 1384. Good run. Puts her in 4th place. She could have maybe moved up to 3rd. Or even 2nd if things wouldn't have stumbled on the second barrel.
Sherry Serby, Jane Melby, Shadow Brazil. That's the top 3 right now. Mary Walker and Latte, they've been pretty good over the last few rounds. She's made over $54,000. And an opportunity to squeak into that top 4 tonight.
Ooh, that's close right there. Mary trying to get Sherry Serby, and she's going to get a 5-second penalty. So she was $30,000 behind Sherry, would have placed in this round, but a 5-second penalty takes it out of it. Now, I don't care how great the horse is, it is not easy to get a clean run in this little building.
Mary Walker and Latte trotting out. Their night's work is finished. Sherry Serby, number 1 in the world, number 1 in the average, and number